How do I keep my vagina clean? How do I keep my vulva clean? Let's talk about vulvar hygiene. So one of the first things that is recommended when it comes to vulvar hygiene is not using heavily scented soaps such as Summer's Eve. I know Honey Pot has a lot of these cleansers now, but Summer's Eve is a huge one. And I'm sure there's other ones other brands that I cannot remember at this point. But the point is that feminine washes are not the answer when it comes to vulvar hygiene. If you really want to use soap, if that's something that helps you just feel clean, what is typically recommended is to take the soap and to lather it. So here is our pelvis. This would be your mons pubis right above here, the skin. This is where pubic hair grows. You can lather it right up on the hair right there, and then allow the water as you're in the shower. You're gonna allow the water to rinse down the soapy water here. This may kind of come down through a little bit of the folds of the labia. That's fine. You can use your fingers and just kind of gently clean everything off there. But typically what is recommended is no strong scented soaps down through the labia or around the vaginal opening, because this can actually be very disruptive to the vaginal microbiome, the vaginal pH levels, and it can actually sometimes make scent or a smell, a bad smell of the vagina can make it worse, because the vagina is then it's thrown off balance and is trying to kind of recoup here. So vulvar hygiene, things we want to think about are how are we washing. Also, we want to think about how are we patting dry after the shower or the bath. No vigorous scrubbing with a towel. You want to pat gently dry. Clean, obviously fresh underwear. Cotton underwear is always going to be the best. It's the most breathable. And if we want to be very specific or very, very intentional about vulvar hygiene, we can also think about perhaps limiting the use of dyes in underwear. If you've noticed that your vulvar area is very, very sensitive, try going with the plain old white cotton underwear. Try that and see if that helps with your symptoms. But these are a few little tips for vulvar hygiene that can be very beneficial. If you do notice that you are, because of work or just because of your natural body and how it works, if you are sweating a lot, you can wear liners. I would change them frequently throughout the day so that the moisture isn't being trapped in there. Another thing for vulvar hygiene is give your vagina a little bit of a breather at nighttime, and see if you can wear loose clothing at nighttime and see if you can go without underwear. And this can often help just things to kind of get some fresh air per se and not have material that's kind of trapped up against the vulva 24/7. So these are a few tips for vulvar hygiene. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'll see you in the next